What's the solution to live in a better life, in a better world around you? It's neither communism, nor capitalism, nor totalitarianism. It's education. When we break it down to simple language, we can say that communism means someone comes to your fridge and eats your food, even though you don't agree. You don't have to give the things you own to others if it's you who created them or bought them or got them. It's wrong. It's called stealing if someone does that, unless you have children. The idea of collectivism and communism makes room for wrongdoers to hide their responsibility for what they've done. It gives a chance to prominent but often incapable individuals to run stuff they never should before they break it. And then, when they break it, their responsibility is often hidden and stuck upon the innocent, often contributory, but politically unwanted individuals in a made-up scapegoat process. Capitalism forces you to buy things you don't necessarily need and sometimes even bargain with your dignity and values just to survive. It's no surprise when the product is a useless piece of shit, wrapped in a fancy wrapping wanting to fool you. You need it by forcing you to watch endless ads when in fact you don't. You don't really need it. It's often just another dust collector, unnecessary crap, and sometimes even something that can actually hurt you just so that the other one can reach out of you. There's little room for real care of the individual human being, even though there's so many customer service departments out there, but what they really care for is their employer not to lose money to get even richer, and so they ignore or cancel as many complaints as possible so they can keep their own job and survive themselves. Totalitarianism. No. Just no. The answer is high quality education affordable to everyone who wants to get better. Thus, individual responsibility gets strengthened up and each individual desires to make things better from within, not because of an outward force. Education makes you wise. Nobody wants it, everybody despises of it, especially in Slovakia of the past 3 decades after the fall of communism and the Velvet Revolution breakup in Czechoslovakia in 1989, but seemingly, education could and should have been better even before. Here, the state-run education and especially healthcare struggle for basic survival, when in fact education is the only solution to all the problems we face. Good education is actually a high-quality, invisible design that makes everything work well without anyone realizing why exactly. Good and high-quality education is and should be looked upon as universal wisdom, accessible to anyone who wants it, especially those who need it the most. Good and high-quality education makes people individually responsible for their actions and help them understand other humans' points of view, and thus makes them more empathic and more compassionate, which leads to creating a better and more efficient and higher quality society with a better environment for children and young people, the elderly, as well as business, just as much as politics if humans wish so. Only like that we can build a better world, but that should be conditioned by easily reachable true, evidence-based science and facts, not deliberate disinformation spread on social media. What's worse, sponsored by state and corrupt evil or simply stupid, irresponsible politicians. Good and high-quality education is universal wisdom that should be accessible and free for all those who want to learn more and need it the most. Like that, the individual responsibility of each person rises and the likelihood of better solutions that lead to a better society rises too. And what can be a better friend of such an educational concept than AI of the years to come?